Austin, hey, keep it up, buddy. Keep wheeling. We love it.
I respect you for what you're going through and how you're dealing with it.
I love you, brother. God bless you. Anything you need, I'm right around the corner. You know it. We're in your corner. We're fighting for you, buddy.
There are people out there that are way worse off than I am. I have a lot to look forward to. I'm not giving up, and I'm going to be fighting. I was coming home from work in the auxiliary police department, late at night. Had a spell of where I blacked out completely. We knew something was wrong, so we went in and had several tests done. After many tests, many diagnoses from many hospitals. It is rapid. It's very degenerative. It's called multiple system atrophy. Four to 5 in every 100,000 people in the entire United States have it. Because it is such a rare disease, there really is no treatments and there is no cure. My walking is very limited. I actually have a little card that says, "No, I'm not drunk." And it's real hard to get through. Getting the diagnosis from the doctor was kind of healing. Just getting some answers. I've been told that it's anything from, "Oh, you have MS." Oh, no, it's MSA. It's not the same. "Oh, well, you have Parkinson's." No, it's not Parkinson's. It's actually MSA. Well, what is it? Basically, it's in its own little field. You get a little bit of Parkinson's disease. You get a little bit of autonomic disorder, and it's actually kind of been compared to Lou Gehrig's disease. You lose all basic body controls that you don't normally think of, from digestion, balance, heart rate, blood flow, lung capacity, breathing, body temperature. You're either always cold, you're always hot. It gets harder, so you have to push harder. Obviously, I'm sitting in a wheelchair. This was actually donated from Michelle Cox, who lost her sister in October. She passed away at the age of 42. You know that at 46 years old, that you may not make it to 47.
So, I mean, I'd like to weld them and then I'll tape them, but like a raw M for the Mopar, and I think that would just look kind of cool.
Bring these down here. Make them all pretty, paint it.
I've got a good friend named Austin Crawford. He's a neighbor of mine. First time you would meet Austin, you would never know there's anything wrong with him. I mean, he's always got a high spirit, smile on his face. As long as he's waking up in the morning, walking and talking, he's doing his thing, looking to help somebody or do something.
They really like the raw steel when it comes to, so everything painted, I think that'll be all right.
I was always into motorcycles. Bought my first motorcycle for me when I was 7. How can I explain what riding a motorcycle is like? Have the worst day in the world, come back home and be the happiest person, because I got to relieve that tension, just that being free for that few miles. I had an incident a couple years ago. went to put the kickstand down and thought I put the kickstand down. I don't know if maybe if I had a small lapse of syncope just for a split second, the whole bike came down and crushed my foot and broke my left foot on top of it right in half. From that point on is when I always started thinking about it. It was to the point where my friends were actually worried. So my rides got short.
We know that there's an end chapter to our life. We just don't know when it's going to be. Unfortunately, this young man has a rough idea when his chapter is going to come to an end. And the attitude and the outlook, he's just nothing but positive, 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 nothing negative. Nothing gets him down. When you think you're having a bad day or whatever, put yourself in this guy's shoes. I mean, but he doesn't complain. He's just, everything is uplifting. He's got everything planned out. He knows what he wants to do.
What's up, brother? Give me good vibrations. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Good. How you doing? Nice to see ya.
Definitely a positive influence to see him go through daily what he goes through and still have the will to get on that bike.
I mean, I've seen a lot of bad days and a lot of good days, and the bike does help him a lot with that. Between the car show and with the State Line Riders, biker guys, and the car club, we raised money to help Austin make his bike a trike. Because everybody knows everybody likes to have their head in the wind, and Austin's big about that. It's a good therapy for him, keeps his motor skills running.
He was given a second chance by people helping him out to be able to stay on that bike. That's kind of what State Line Riders is about, is helping out those that can't help themselves.
And he's all about giving back to this disease that he has contracted. He's a hero to me.
Right now we're still going to ride, but always knowing in the back of my mind that once I'm unable to ride, we will find somebody to pay it forward to. Just to see them being able to get that freedom that I had when I was on it. That's going to be just the ultimate. Just seeing their face. Don't give up. There's many people out there that you can talk to on forums, the Multiple System Atrophy Coalition. Just never take each day for granted. Make somebody smile, make somebody happy, crack a joke, hold the door for somebody. That may change somebody's life. I met my wife on a blind date, Milford Fun Days. I think it's harder on the caretaker sometimes more than the person, because they know in the back of their head that we're not going to be here. Yeah, she's always been there. This doesn't always make you a happy camper, so you get frustrated with yourself. She's given everything to me, but the only thing I can give back to her is love and support. There's one key thing that I always try to do, and before she leaves, I always tell her I love you more. That way she knows that I'm thinking of her. She's got one special rock over there that I did paint. She will have that memory. That's something that she can always look at no matter what. born on my father's birthday. My father's been a big influential part of my life. When my mom and dad got divorced, I went with my father. He was the role model that I always looked up to. He always gave back and tried to do the best he could with what little he had in the community. That probably was the start of me trying to pay it forward as far as I can go.
The best Chevy goes to Delaney. The best Ford goes to Mike Rich. Oh, he's named it. And the best Mopar goes to Carrie Holmes. Okay, so I got one more trophy, and it's the Parkinson's Award. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you speak on this one, man.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. I was diagnosed several years ago with Parkinson's. We actually found out that it's actually called multiple system atrophy, which is basically Lou Gehrig's and Parkinson's combined. This year has been a rough one. I've got my family. My daughter came in and surprised me for almost an 8-hour drive and brought me to tears. But my father got me started doing car shows, and this year it goes to number 23, Mr. and Mr. Burton. Please accept that on our behalf, or my family to yours. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the MSA. Thank you, State Line Riders. Thank you, Road Relics. It was 1 year ago today that actually I was able to get to keep riding this trike. So if it wasn't for the Reed family, the State Line Riders, I would never keep doing it. So I want to say thank you again to every single person that's out here.
Love you, brother.
Dad.
Money doesn't buy happiness. Love does.
Guys, it's a pleasure.
Take it
to meet
easy,
you.
man. You too.
Please
We'll see you next year.
Please, let's keep in touch.
Really?
Thank you.
We'll be here next year.
Congratulations.
Take care, brother. We see you later, man.
Love you, hon. Once a relic, always a relic.
That's right.
Bye, sweetie.
At this point in my life, I have a roof over my head. I have a beautiful wife, loving family, beautiful kids.
I love you, hon.
Love you.
You know
Get
it.
out of their way.
Yeah. Don't get run over.
You gotta give me a hug. No handshake. Love you,
Thank
brother.
you for being my partner. Means a lot.
But deep down inside, it's hard to deal with. But I'm probably the richest man in the world.